Hello, Victor from American Home Exteriors. This is Joel from JND SEO, and I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can improve your website and beat your competition online. And at the end of the video, if you have any, feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to help you out with that. If not, no big deal. I'm going to give you some tips and strategies in this video that you could go ahead and apply directly to your site. All right, and the 3 things we'll cover today are content, links, and citations. So we'll start with the content. As you can see, I'm on your business page here. Now, I see you guys have some pictures. You got your Better Business Bureau accreditation here. You've got a few reviews, which are really nice. And you guys do have some content here. Now, what Google really wants is a lot more of this, right? They're looking for about 1,500 words. Now, I know you can put more on these business sites. I'm not sure if you have a limit, though, as like a .com or something. So just something to consider, and you guys do have some good pictures here, as well as kind of your location and your number, as well as business hours also. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you your site. Obviously, you guys have under the 1,500 words. That's what Google recommends. That's what's going to optimize your site and rank it higher. But I'm going to also show you HKC Roofing because they're one of the top ones in Louisville for their search results, and I'll show you the Google searches in a second here. But if we look at their site, we're going to find they have all their services listed at the top. And actually, they do a lot of the same ones as you guys. I know you guys do a lot of gutters, but you do roofing as well. So we're going to focus on roofing today. But I know you do kind of do everything as well. But you can see HKC, very similar, does almost everything also. So if we scroll through, we see a bunch of the services they offer, a bunch of different tabs they have. They have some content, but this is only about 500 words. It's not even close to the 15. So definitely they're not there yet either. But that's a good thing for you guys because it tells us that you could still catch them with more content and you'd be able to essentially get ahead of them. But Google doesn't just want content. They want to make sure you have keywords in it. So I've just taken roofing Louisville KY. Keywords are just groups of words that are commonly searched or terms or phrases. So roofing Louisville, Kentucky, this is one of the best ones for the area. And 400 people will search this exact phrase into Google every single month. 3 ways to show up on a Google search, or on this first page anyway. You could pay for ads, as these companies here have. You could show up in the map pack or GMB. You have to be the top 3 to show up on the first page. The rest are in the view all. Or you could show up in the organic section where you're going to get 10 results on each page. And at the very bottom, you'll find a couple more ads. This is where I found HKC Roofing, you can see. And just one note, if you want to show up for a keyword like this, you have to have that keyword on your page. You won't show up for it other than that. But Google also wants to know that they can trust your website. So I've taken your site, AmericanHomeExteriors.businesssite.com. And we can see here that you've got some headers on your page. This is actually a good thing. It allows Google to find you a little bit easier. It's also a way to get a few extra keywords in. But then we want to dive into the numbers, and we can see you guys only really have the 1 backlink with the 1 referring domain. And we can see it is a strong one because it's a do follow here. That means it's a strong one. That's giving you guys some trust here, although part of that might be the actual Google business site. I know the power is not for your site specifically, but it's for just the Google business site overall. But you guys do show up for 2 keywords right now, and that's bringing you about 1 visitor to your site per month. So I'm going to hop over, show you HKC's page as well on Ahrefs here that I pay for. And we can see that they've got their headers up here. They got their name as well as a few keywords. They got their trust up to a 31 with Google, and this is going to be built up by having more sites point back at you. And then they have actually a pretty low power with under 4. Now, their backlinks about 1,400 on 146 other sites. Of their 146 sites helping them out with trust, only 103 are kind of strong or recommended. A great example for how this kind of works would be like a Facebook business page. If you have one of those set up, the Facebook business page would be your referring domain, and then where you have the link on that site, that's going to be your backlink. It's going to look just like this, and when you click it, it's going to bring you back to your site. That's your backlink, so it link your other sites or referring domains to your site. So with 103 strong sites, they've got a 31 trust here, 453 keywords they can be found in searches for. That's bringing them about 484 actual visitors to their website every single month. And just to put that in perspective, about 100 visitors to your site on the conservative side typically will bring you between 20 and 30 phone calls. And you're probably thinking, well, they have huge numbers. How do we do that, right? Well, whatever they did, it worked for them. It's going to work for you. So I can actually click on the referring domain, see all the websites that are pointing back at them, giving them that trust. We want to find those 103 strong ones, which I could do on here. And we want to go and create profiles in those sites just like they did. And we can join those sites and get the exact same links that they had. That's going to help you to draw close to them and even, but we want to beat them. So then we're going to add more on top of that so that we can actually get ahead. More referring domains and more backlinks. And so those three, to get on the organic section, just to recap, we want 1,500 words of content. We want to have these keywords in our content multiple times. We want to make sure that we have strong sites pointing back to our site. Now, to show up in this top 3 for this map pack or GMB, Google My Business, we want to make sure we have citations, and that's getting your business name, address, and phone number all listed together into a directory site. That's sites like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau, just to name a few. Also your social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, all that. And you can see the phone numbers displayed. They're going to get a lot of direct calls as well, so they'll go into their websites and then calling them. Last option, if you guys wanted to pay for ads, you could show up at the top of the page as these have. You just have to pay more than what these guys are paying, and you'd be able to beat them online. All right, but thank you for your time. I hope this was helpful for you. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out. If I don't hear back from you in probably a day or two, then I'll reach out and just ask you guys what you thought, ask for a little feedback. I want to make sure that these are helpful for businesses. Thank you guys for your time and have a great day.